everyone, my name is Sushant and welcome to the very first session of Planes and Engines. This is my very first video on YouTube, so I guess there might be a few mistakes regarding audio, volume of the audio, or even the information that I provide, probably. So if there is any concern, then please do leave a comment on YouTube or message me on the Facebook page Planes and Engines. Now, in this session and the following ones, I'm going to talk about different systems in a plane, namely the fuel system, vacuum system, hydraulics, landing gear, pitot-static, brakes, and so on. Also, I will be covering the engines, starting with the pistons, then turboprops, then turbojets, and so forth. Now, the basic or the primary objective of these sessions is to simplify the systems and the engines in a way which can be easily presented to the examiner in a flight test, or also, or say, to an interviewer in an interview. All the pilots, all the budding pilots who have just begun with their career, and also everyone else who has general liking for aviation, might find these videos quite informative and interesting, if I may say so myself. But for that to happen, you have to let me know where I stand. You have to leave a comment here or on Facebook. You have to just let me know how it is, so I can improve my work for the future and present much more presentable videos to you all. So without any further ado, in this session, let me begin with a very basic fuel system of a very popular plane, the one which almost every pilot has flown to get to their student pilot license or the private pilot license, and then probably even for time building purpose. That plane is the Cessna 152. So I'm keeping it quite basic in this first session, and let me know how it is. So here is your Cessna 152. So as you can see, I've started with the carburetor and slowly working my way upwards towards the fuel strainer and the fuel shutoff valve. So I've started with the particular point in the Cessna 152 fuel system, and for me it works out from the carburetor, because there is a single diagram over there and a small piece, and then I elaborate the entire diagram from the carburetor. So for you it can be something different. It's the individual thing, so you can start wherever you want and then elaborate it, explaining at the same time, or explaining after you're done with the diagram. So that was your Cessna 152 in fast motion. I guess it was a bit too fast, so I'll try to keep it a bit slower for the next session. Now let's move on to the explanation part. The Cessna 152 may be equipped with either a standard fuel system or a long-range system. Now both these systems consist of two vented fuel tanks, one in each wing, a fuel shutoff valve, fuel strainer, manual primer, and a carburetor. Now, in this system, fuel flows by gravity from the two wing tanks to a fuel shutoff valve. With the valve in the on position, fuel flows through a strainer to the carburetor. And from the carburetor, mixed fuel and air flows to the cylinders through intake manifold tubes.
The manual primer draws its fuel from the fuel strainer and injects it into the cylinder intake ports. The fuel system venting is essential to system operation. Blockage of the same will result in a decreasing fuel flow and eventual engine stoppage. Venting is accomplished by an interconnecting line, as you can see, from the right fuel tank to the left tank. The left tank is vented overboard through a vent line. The right fuel tank filler cap is also vented. Now this fuel system is also equipped with drain valves to provide a means for the examination of fuel in the system for any contamination and grade. The system should be examined before the first flight of every day and after each refueling by using the sampler cup provided to drain fuel. The fuel tanks should also be filled up to the brim after each flight to prevent condensation.
So that was your fuel system for the Cessna 152. Hope you all liked it. It was quite basic and straightforward one. Hence I chose it to be my first system. I will need your comments and your thoughts on all this and how I can make it more better for my next session and the sessions to come. So kindly to comment on YouTube or leave a message on Facebook. I plan on doing the vacuum system for the same plane, which is the 152. So please let me know. Please do comment. And I guess that's all from me on this one. Have a good day and a nice evening, guys. Thank you very much.